afternoon, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now live at 4 on this Wednesday afternoon. Here's what's making news today. Governor Evers is using $75 million to beef up contact tracing in the state. What does that mean? Jamie Perez explains.
You may have noticed more traffic on the roads as some restrictions are lifted, but police say they're also seeing more reckless driving. Our Madeline O'Neill has more.
And if coronavirus wasn't enough, there's now catastrophic flooding in Michigan. We'll have an update. Let's take a look outside. Beautiful day today. Great day to be out fishing. And another really nice day tomorrow. Dana's in the backyard. We relish this sunshine.
Really do. It feels fantastic outside right now. It's a little breezy, but temperature-wise, right where we should be for this time of year. Here's a live look with our Edgewater sky cam. A beautiful, clear sky. Really, barely even a cloud out there. Compared to this time yesterday, almost a 10-degree jump for our temperatures for most of the area, but about a 20-degree jump around Camp Douglas. Our wind gusts have been in the 20s. Right now, we're seeing 31-mile-per-hour gusts around Janesville, so it is a bit breezy outside, but at least it's not chilly or cloudy anymore. Temperatures over the next 10 days are going to stay above average. We're really in for a nice stretch, even though it is going to come along with a few chances for some rain. A quick look ahead to Memorial Day weekend. Does seem likely we'll have scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms every day, but there is going to be plenty of opportunities for some dry weather mixed in as well. We'll have a few dry hours for the weekend. We'll look at that full 10-day in just a few minutes, guys.
All right, thank you, Dana. We'll check back in a little while. All 72 counties in Wisconsin are now reporting at least one positive case of COVID-19. Taylor and Langley counties became the last two today to report a case. Within the last 24 hours, the state saw 588 new positive cases. There are now more than 13,000 positive cases and 481 deaths. The percent of positive cases in the state has also skyrocketed back to its highest level since last Saturday. Roughly 8% of tests came back positive. Governor Tony Evers has allocated $75 million for increased contact tracing efforts.
We talk a lot about contact tracing and the need for it in order to move into the next phase of safely reopening. Jamie Perez explains what contact tracing looks like and why it's so important moving forward. Jamie?
The state is actually hiring for more people to do contact tracing right now so we can amp up our efforts here in the state. And remember, the more positive cases that we have here in Wisconsin, the more contact tracers we're going to need to keep up with that. Now, this is the Public Health Department's way of really boxing in this virus. But there are some people who wonder, well, how can we possibly question and isolate every single person that someone came into contact with? Dr. Jeff Pothoff at UW Health says that contact tracing doesn't necessarily work like that, because doing that for hundreds or even thousands of
it's really looking at the risk of those different people that the individual who's positive came in contact with and determining based on that risk, is this someone who we think should be tested? Is this someone who we would recommend isolating? Or was this encounter so brief and so unlikely to transmit the virus that we don't have to do anything about, that other contact?
Someone who is wearing a face mask at all times while out and about would have less contact tracing needed for other people if they tested positive, rather than someone who is at a bar, say without a face mask, who ends up testing positive as well. Now, coming up tonight at 5, I'll dive a little bit more into this process, how it works, and also where we go from here.
We will see you then, Jamie Perez. Thank you. The Wisconsin State Journal reports the All-City Swim and Dive Meet in Madison will likely be canceled. The All-City Board of Directors will meet virtually tonight. Organizers say that forward Dane guidelines released by Public Health Madison and Dane County make it hard for the event to take place.
The Columbia County Fair has been canceled due to COVID-19 concerns. The Columbia County Fair Association made the announcement this morning. It was originally scheduled for July 22nd through the 26th. Organizers say they had to cancel it over concerns about the virus. The Board of Directors is already planning ahead for next year's event. The Dane County Fair has also been canceled. And coming up a little later this hour, we'll talk with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yonke about what this means for the local agriculture community.
Governor Tony Evers is announcing millions of dollars to those who are having a hard time paying their rent due to COVID-19. The $25 million program will provide direct financial assistance for owed rent, security deposits for eligible individuals. Eligible applicants must be an adult Wisconsin resident with a household income at or below 80% of the county median income in the month of or prior to the application date. Once approved, eligible individuals may receive assistance of up to $3,000 in a combination of rental payments and/or security deposits. Wisconsin election officials are set to vote on whether to mail absentee ballot applications to voters who haven't requested one, even as President Trump threatens to pull funding from other states for doing the same. The State Elections Commission will vote this evening on a plan to spend more than $2 million in federal pandemic stimulus money to send applications to 2.7 million voters. The move comes as the commission is trying to fend off a lawsuit from advocates for the disabled and minorities demanding the panel send absentee ballots to every voter in the state.
Every state is now in some phase of reopening. Protesters got angry outside of the Michigan state capitol in Lansing today as police started handing out tickets. Some were cited for disorderly conduct for taking part in Operation Haircut. Hairdressers offered free haircuts to protest the small businesses that are not allowed to open because of the state's stay-at-home order.
We have 18 hairstylists, and we want to get back to work.
We have had both of our restaurants closed. Doing takeout service did not make economic sense for us at the time. So we are very excited that we can actually open the patios.
Connecticut eased some restrictions today on restaurants with outdoor dining. In Chicago, production has resumed inside Ford's assembly plant after it was halted yesterday when a worker tested positive for COVID-19. And the restaurant and shopping complex Disney Springs in Orlando, Florida, launched a phased reopening today with masks and temperature checks required.
The Trump administration is continuing its push to reopen the country as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has published updated recommendations. President Trump is hosting 2 more state governors at the White House from Kansas and Arkansas as every state now moves toward partially reopening. Vice President Mike Pence traveled to Florida, where he delivered personal protection equipment to a nursing home and met with the state's governor, Ron DeSantis.
All 50 states in America have now begun to partially open up. We have a ways to go, but we can see light at the end of the tunnel.
I would appreciate any federal partnership that wants to stay focused on solving problems and not get into politics. We got to take politics out of this crisis moment.
President Trump tweeted threats to cut federal funding to Michigan and Nevada because their states are ramping up absentee ballot applications due to the pandemic. Nevada's governor called the threat, quote, inappropriate and outrageous.
The city of Racine is banning all mass gatherings until at least August. That includes festivals, block parties, and events on the beach that require city approval or permits. Large events scheduled for later in the summer will have to be approved by the Public Health Department. Racine County has been one of the hardest hit counties in our state, with more than 700 positive cases. The ban does not apply to smaller scale family events, but the city is advising against that. 20 people have died in Racine County from COVID-19.
During the pandemic, roads were a lot emptier, but now they're starting to fill up with drivers again.
Madison police say they've been getting a lot of complaints about drivers driving recklessly and fast throughout this pandemic. Madeline O'Neill is live off the Beltline tonight with what to expect when you hit the road again. Maddie?
Well, it's just after 4, usually the start of rush hour, something that hasn't really been a concern for a while. You can see a decent amount of cars, certainly more than what we've seen in the past few weeks. And something I've noticed, something you might relate to, is it seems cars are going more quickly than they did before. Just this morning, Madison police tell me that they stopped a car, clocked it at 96 miles per hour here on the Beltline. Also, as part of a grant, Madison police stopped 27 cars for speeding on the Beltline during a 3-hour period Saturday night. Of those stopped, the lowest speed was 71 miles per hour. The highest was 88 on the 55-mile-an-hour road. Now, also over the past weekend, Madison police, along with Wisconsin State Patrol troopers, issued 64 citations and 65 warnings on the East Wash corridor as part of their continued efforts to slow cars down there. As part of that, State Patrol noted one driver going 126 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone. The State Patrol says they don't have data on whether drivers are going faster than usual yet, but it's still a good time of year for a reminder on safe driving.
We just as usual, would remind drivers to pay attention to their speed, pay attention to other drivers around them, and especially during this time is construction season. So be careful as you approach and as you enter into those work zones.
Before going out again, Lieutenant Hendrickson suggests drivers make sure their car is in good working condition if they haven't driven in a while. Also remember that you must go hands-free in construction zones. Keep an eye out for motorcyclists this time of year, and of course, drive sober. Coming up at 6, we'll hear more from Madison Police, a traffic lieutenant who says these excessive speeds he's been seeing recently are beyond what he's seen in his career.
Everybody slow down. Maddie reporting live from the Beltline. Thank you. Catastrophic flooding from 2 failed dams could put the town of Midland, Michigan under 9 feet of water. Michigan's governor has declared a state of emergency, and some 10,000 people in the central part of the state have been told to evacuate. Michael George reports from New York.
Aerial scenes of Midland County, Michigan show roads, vehicles, and buildings submerged after raging water overtook a pair of dams Tuesday.
This is the craziest we've ever seen.
We've watched waters go from, manageable to unmanageable.
Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer flew over impacted areas Wednesday, warning residents floodwaters could reach 9 feet.
We are anticipating the height being around 8 o'clock tonight. If you are in an impacted area and have not done so yet, please get somewhere safe.
The collapse of the Edenville and Stanford dams already forced the evacuation of thousands of residents downstream. Jeff Pittman took his boat to help get his pastor to dry land.
The church is waist deep in water. I was here in the flood of 86, 87, was here a couple years ago with the flood. This is a bit worse.
The historic dam failures came as record-breaking rainfall of more than 7 inches drenched parts of the Midwest this week.
Experts are describing this as a 500-year event. It's going to have a major impact on this community and on our state for the time to come.
Michigan has also been dealing with the coronavirus pandemic and is preparing to reopen certain businesses Friday.
We've got to continue to all work together to observe best practices, do our part to help one another, and to wear our masks and continue to try to social distance.
In 2018, the Edenville Dam was given an unsatisfactory condition rating by the state. Governor Whitmer says her administration is examining what caused both dams to fail and will pursue legal action if necessary. Michael George, CBS News.
And Governor Whitmer is also seeking federal help. President Trump is scheduled to visit Michigan tomorrow.
Wisconsin crime labs are taking longer to test evidence for DNA, a potential liability for Attorney General Josh Kaul after hammering his Republican predecessor about testing delays during the 2018 campaign. A new report from Kaul's office shows DNA testing took an average of 97 days in 2019, up from 80 days the year before. The report shows Kaul has not found a way yet to speed up testing.
Beloit police are investigating 2 shots fired incidents that happened less than a mile apart overnight. The first happened just before 11:30 on Central Avenue, just a few blocks away from Hillard Park. About 40 minutes later, Rock County Dispatch tells us Beloit police responded to another shots fired call on Dewey Avenue, a few blocks away from Merle Elementary School. A sergeant we spoke with says he's not able to tell us if any suspects have been identified nor if anyone has been arrested. Well, still to come at 4, we've seen shortages of some foods, especially eggs and some meat products.
When we come back, where does Wisconsin's agricultural industry stand in the middle of this pandemic? We'll talk with Farm Director Pam Yonke when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to, have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save. Get free installation labor, free financing for a year, and get a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Sometimes distance isn't the only barrier between you, your friends, and your loved ones, which is why TDS works tirelessly to provide you with the fastest, most reliable internet so you can stay strong, stay connected, and keep your world together. TDS, the best internet for how we live.
These are extraordinary times, and we want to thank the extraordinary people in the healthcare community working to care for all of us. At Novartis, we promise to do our part. As always, we're doing everything we can to help keep Cosentyx accessible and affordable. If you have any questions at all, call us, email us, visit us online. We're here to help support you when you need us. Take care and be well. To learn more, call 1-844-COSENTYX or visit Cosentyx.com.
Social distancing and family quarantines are a jarring reality for kids. It's a big adjustment, so it's important that we adults do what we can to help them navigate this new normal. Encourage your kids to ask questions and give them honest, age-appropriate answers. Show them things that they can do to regain some control. And above all, reassure them that their safety is your top priority.
Now more than ever, SSM Health and News 3 Now encourage you to take time for kids.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
1 week from today will mark the dawn of the commercial age of space travel.
That's when Elon Musk's SpaceX will fly 2 NASA astronauts to the International Space Station. Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley are SpaceX's inaugural crew. They will launch on the company's reusable rocket, the Falcon 9, and command the maiden voyage of its new spacecraft to the space station. Both men flew on space shuttles, and both have traveled twice before to the space station. Hurley piloted Atlantis there in 2011, the final flight of the shuttle program.
NASA astronaut about to step into a SpaceX capsule.
It's completely different than what you would have ever imagined.
Colonel Hurley is also a retired Marine and a flight test pilot in the Air Force. Colonel Behnken was a flight test engineer. Both joined NASA in 2000. They've been friends for 2 decades. This will be the first time American astronauts will lift off from U.S. soil since 2011.
Good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be something to see. Well, for brides-to-be, picking out the dress is really the most fun part of planning a wedding. One of the most fun.
But thanks to the pandemic, it's also one of the most stressful things right now. Wedding shops are trying something new. Paige and her fiancé are moving forward with their December wedding, hoping the coronavirus will subside by then. A company called Lovely Bride sent Paige a measuring tape, and she's working with one of their stylists remotely. Like so many businesses, Lovely Bride went online when it had to pause in-person fittings.
And Paige, does that feel right? Like that's the small waist?
Right here.
Yeah, perfect.
We take full advantage of technology to make sure everyone could do voting and polling and the fun things that make people laugh during this experience.
And good news, Paige did find her dress. Holding to tradition, she didn't want to reveal it, but did give a little sneak peek and is looking forward to wearing it on her wedding day. Stocks finished higher amid reopenings and hopes for a new stimulus package. The Dow Industrials added 369 points, ending the day at 24,575. The NASDAQ gained 190. The S&P 500 was up 48. The coronavirus pandemic continues to impact almost every aspect of our lives.
Pam Yankee is back with us today on Live at 4 to talk about how things are going in the agriculture world. And we'll also talk about the impact of some county fairs being canceled. There was news on that today. Hi, Pam. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys, too. Thanks for having me.
Let's start first with what the governor did. He announced a new program that will support farmers during the pandemic, and it's a $50 million investment to provide direct payments to Wisconsin farmers. How will that work?
So I just got off the phone with Randy Romansky, our interim Secretary of Agriculture. That $50 million is exactly what more than 20 of our agriculture groups, commodity groups, farm organizations had asked the governor for, pending what we didn't know about the CARES Act. So he's giving them all of what they've requested. Now, this is going to be unique. I've already had all over my Facebook page and that saying, it's going to be first come, first serve. This is completely different. This is going to be managed by the state of Wisconsin. Romansky said they're working not only as a group collectively with all those associations and organizations, they're also working with the Department of Revenue to try to come up with a clear definition of what a farm is. So if you've got a pole shed, you may not qualify. So they're working very hard to make sure that the money gets to the right place. And it's going to cover all of agriculture. That includes even our specialty crops, the cranberries, the ginseng, things like that. So remember, Wisconsin, part of what makes Wisconsin agriculture so great is our diversity. He does expect that they're going to be able to come up with some of the guidelines and start rolling things out as soon as next week. So he's going to be a busy fella going forward with that $50 million. Plus, the governor also announced $15 million that's going towards feeding initiatives, food initiatives, and that's basically pairing Wisconsin companies with Wisconsin products that can get to Wisconsin food banks to serve those Wisconsinites that need it. So that, too, might be a little bit of a help when it comes to our distribution supply chain situation.
If I'm a farmer watching this right now, do I have to do anything at this point to take part of that money?
Not right now, no. What you will want to be aware of, though, is starting next week, see, we get these programs goofed up. Next week, a federal program will be starting to be administered through the Farm Service Agency. Believe me, your county Farm Service Agency office will get in touch with you when they need information from you. And that, again, is a part of the federal side of the CARES Act. But as of the state money, that $50 million money, right now, there's nothing you can do. Just wait, and we'll keep you posted on when any enrollment is necessary.
Well, but hopefully those payments will come soon as possible. Okay, there was some big news today. Another county fair, unfortunately, is canceled for 2020. Tell us about that.
Yeah, and that's really blowing up on my social media as well. And that's because there's so many kids that have invested a lot of time and energy in all of their projects. And now here we are just getting ready to start June when they'd be putting the final finishing touches on some of that. And it is an investment. There's a lot of parents and kids that are speaking out and saying, you know, they invested in the animals and they want to still be able to show the animals and potentially sell the animals. Right now, county fairs are scampering to see if they can come up with some kind of backup plan, a virtual plan. Do they limit just who can come to the fairgrounds and possibly still have kids engaged? One point that was made by Columbia County, who announced that they were canceling their event today, is the liability that the fairs themselves hold. There is really no liability insurance that will cover a fair in this kind of situation. And many of our county fairs are not, they don't own the grounds that they use for the county fair. So again, this is a risk situation that if something happened unforeseen, those county fairs could literally be bankrupt if they go forward. So it is really difficult for them. And every one of them, I'm sure, toiled over this. Now, on the flip side, I have heard Lafayette County Fair is still going forward as of today, and Outagamie County Fair up in northeast Wisconsin also wanting people to know that they are going forward. But again, I want to stress to people, it's as of today. I love the weather outside. I'm feeling just like you. I want to break out and get ready for Memorial Weekend. But if for some reason there is another event or another spike in regard cases, these county fairs are definitely possibly going to readjust their plans. Lodi Fair announced last night, one of the oldest fairs in the state, that they are not going to go forward. Stoughton Fair had previously canceled. Sauk County Fair previously canceled. The Dane County Fair done. So, and we're still waiting on other fairs like the Jefferson County Fair to make their final verdict.
A lot of disappointed young farmers and kids out there.
It's a bummer. You know, I was in their shoes. It is a bummer.
Yeah.
It is a bummer.
As you say, it's a day-by-day situation at this point, and we'll keep an eye on things. Thanks for keeping us up to date, Pam. We'll check in very soon.
Sounds good.
Are you feeling more anxious these days?
Well, it turns out technology might be able to help you. We'll find out how coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Jung Garden Centers are open to help you create your beautiful garden. For a limited time, buy one, get one free, colorful packaged roses. Shop daily 10 to 4 at your local Jung Garden Center and get your growing season off to a safe and healthy start. Jung Garden Center.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum is the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got all my shows, and he's got all his shows.
With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on-demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
Shop the largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses from the comfort of your home on steinhoffels.com. Right now, Steinhoffels will ship your purchase free to your curb, driveway, or garage. Start shopping right now with a name you can trust, steinhoffels.com.
Through all the world events since 1930, Surgenians has provided high-quality flooring and service to area homes and businesses. Surgenian's showroom is now open. Come in to see the area's largest selection of flooring options.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
Against all enemies. That I will commit.
to ensuring they are
Not forgotten. And I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
and I will enable veterans to live the same life of opportunity.
they have provided me. So help me God.
Jung Garden Centers are open to help you create your beautiful garden. For a limited time, buy one, get one free, colorful packaged roses. Shop daily 10 to 4 at your local Jung Garden Center and get your growing season off to a safe and healthy start. Jung Garden Center.
Take a look at this. You think wearing a mask is an inconvenience? One Japanese restaurant is taking the extreme approach to customer safety. When a customer arrives, a hostess on a monitor takes their temperature and asks them to wash their hands. Then customers walk through a machine that sprays a chlorine-based disinfectant on them. That takes 30 seconds. Finally, customers can sit down and order where they're separated by clear acrylic screens. Bon appetit. I'm not sure it's worth the effort.
I don't know. It gives you peace of mind, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
What a world we're
Go
in
through
right
a
now.
sanitation machine. Dana, what do you think?
I think I would rather just stay home.
How about a little takeout?
Yeah. No need to head in for that. A little bit much. So.
Maybe grill out tonight.
Yeah.
It's a great
Seriously,
night for
though, it's
that.
fantastic. So if you're going to grill out or maybe just eat outside on the patio, both very, very good options. It's nice and sunny. It's nice and clear. It's a little breezy outside, though. So if you do put anything out on the patio on the table, you might have to anchor it down just a little bit. The good news, the next few days, it's going to be dry and very nice out. We have some rain for Memorial Day weekend, though. We'll look at that full forecast in just a few minutes.
Now, a WISC TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
This has been another 24-hour period that offers glimmers of hope moving forward. Of course, the best news is the positive report on early testing of a vaccine for the coronavirus. But there's also action at the state and local levels that provides some relief, some reopening, and some recovery. The Forward Dane Plan is notable for its collaborative approach, including City of Madison and Dane County government and public health of Madison and Dane County. Welcome as well as support by the Greater Madison Chamber of Commerce. Overdue allocation of federal funds for assistance to the child care industry and eviction prevention and housing stability gets help to some who need it most. And the announcement of a $1 billion effort to support COVID-19 testing, contact tracing, and operations is an essential element of moving forward. That all of it was refreshingly free of political noise is a bonus. It's been a good couple of days.
Choosing the right Medicare plan is simple, right? Except that there are a lot of choices from a lot of companies. Avoid the confusion and the junk mail. Come to Informed Choice Insurance Agency. We know Medicare, and we offer many of Wisconsin's popular plans. There's no cost and no obligation to come discuss your Medicare options with the experienced team at Informed Choice. Call us today.
Hi, I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of the Healthy Place Apple Wellness, and boy, has this been a rough season. We are here for you. We're open. Our wellness consultants are trained in the top immune, lung, and inflammation supplements that are important right now. We have live chat on our website and same-day delivery for our Dane County residents, so you do not need to leave the house. We support you. Stop by one of our 4 Madison-based locations or check us out online at findyourhealthyplace.com.
Are you unemployed or out of work because of COVID-19? If so, the Madison Money Guy wants to help. When times get tough, it's important to review your financial strategy and know all of the options available to you. Hope is the first step on the path to recovery. Let's take that step together. Call Retirement Income Strategies at 608-208-1800 to schedule a virtual visit today. That's 608-208-1800.
When America needed us to build, we built. Masks, ventilators, shields. When frontliners needed support, Ford dealers answered. And now we're open and ready to serve you. With exciting special offers and deals across the Ford lineup. Stop by a Ford dealership or go online. We've made it safer to shop, easier to buy. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 84 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2019 Ford vehicles.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
And if you can figure out a way to block the wind, it's really nice outside. We have a sunny sky, temperatures above average. Tomorrow is going to be another sunny and mild day. Thankfully, we are going to pull that wind back just a little bit. It's going to stay warm and humid for this weekend. We're starting to talk about humidity again, getting closer to June and summer. Scattered showers and thunderstorms possible as we look ahead to Memorial Day weekend. There will be plenty of dry hours as well. It's just going to be a good idea to keep a close eye on the radar this weekend. So heading into Thursday, we are expecting a partly sunny sky throughout the day. Again, mild outside. We get the sunshine back, though. A few clouds building in later on. Thursday night heading into Friday, a little more cloud coverage building in. And for Friday right now, it does seem likely that we will be mostly cloudy outside. Not expecting any rain chances during the day on Friday, but Friday night we'll start to watch a slight chance for some light showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two creep in Friday night heading into Saturday. Now, I do want to take a broader look at Memorial Day weekend Saturday. It seems quite likely that, unfortunately, things are going to be pretty cloudy outside, variably to mostly cloudy, with a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms developing mainly late in the day. Heading into Sunday, we're still very cloudy outside. Scattered showers expected expected with a few isolated thunderstorms and then a better chance for rain compared to Sunday. Moving into Monday, we will have some more scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms passing through. Once we get through that round of rain, thankfully, it does seem likely we'll get another break in the showers. It's always nice to have a few dry days to let everything kind of settle down, let all that water get out of here before we have any more chances for showers. So a little above average for Memorial Day weekend, but looking towards the end of May, once we get through those systems, it's not really likely that we're going to trend above or below average, which is good news for us. We aren't tracking any new big systems or big rainmakers to build on in. Our temperature trend, though, quite likely that we will stay above average. In fact, our entire 10-day forecast includes temperatures for afternoon highs and overnight lows above average. That's our 6 to 10-day outlook. Looking at our 8 to 14-day outlook, it's also quite likely that our temperatures will continue to trend above average, even as we start to get into the start of June. Overnight temperatures dropping to the upper 40s tonight with a mostly clear sky through this evening. Barely a cloud in the sky right now, but we are going to become partly cloudy later overnight into Thursday morning. And then for Thursday, it will be partly sunny outside and still very mild. High temperatures in the mid to low 70s. So it feels really great. Partly sunny on Thursday. We become mostly cloudy on Friday with the chance for some showers and thunderstorms, a slight chance at night. Temperatures into this weekend, we've pulled back just a little bit on Saturday. It seems likely there's going to be a little more cloud coverage, so we'll be in the upper 70s for afternoon highs, close to 80 on Sunday with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy on Monday too with scattered showers and thunderstorms. We get a small break in the rain on Tuesday. Temperatures will be close to 80 degrees for Tuesday, Wednesday, and into Thursday. And for Friday and Saturday, it does seem likely we'll cool down a little bit towards the end of the week, but 73 is still right at average. So a nice stretch of warmer weather as we look towards the end of May.
It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here.
Finally here.
All right, Tina, thank you. Rates of anxiety and depression were already on the rise before the pandemic, and mental health professionals are concerned even more people are struggling now because of isolation and social distancing.
Now new research shows that technology could help. Tom Hansen has more.
Lisa and her son Mike Montalongo never planned on being roommates. Then COVID-19 happened. They say keeping their distance from everyone else has been tough.
I've lost a lot of sleep over, I think, the stress of this whole situation.
I was in the store and I'm texting my mom, like, I'm starting to have a panic attack.
Many Americans are struggling during this unprecedented time. Now new research from Northwestern Medicine suggests technology might help. The study looked at a collection of free mobile apps called IntelliCare, which offer short exercises to de-stress, reduce worrying, and strategies to keep up with everyday activities.
Anxiety and depression were significantly reduced among people who used the apps compared to people who got treatment for their depression and anxiety solely from their primary care provider. Rather than just focusing on education, we're really focusing on skills, on trying to help people change the things that they're doing in their lives.
Study author Dr. David Moore has advice for anyone having a hard time right now.
One thing to try to do is to create routines. We all do better when we have a little bit of structure to our lives. Try to incorporate kindness into your daily lives.
Lisa and Mike say cooking, listening to music, and staying connected are helping.
Music is a big one. That's probably my biggest one. Texting my friends all the time.
This experience has made me more thankful for the things that I had before being isolated.
They're grateful for their health and each other now more than ever. Tom Hansen, CBS News.
And of course, doctors say technology should not be a replacement if you need treatment.
If you find yourself, family, or friends struggling, it's important to seek help from a healthcare provider. Well, there's more to come at 4 later on. We're going to get a preview of virtual Coaches versus Cancer Gala.
One more thing that's going virtual this year. And tonight at 5, how Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden is going on the virtual campaign trail to make his case to Wisconsin voters.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to, have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save. Get free installation labor, free financing for a year, and get a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Pull into your driveway in style. Relax by the pool in luxury. And give your front porch the facelift it needs with TSR Concrete Coatings, Wisconsin's premier concrete coatings contractor. Get beautiful concrete coatings installed in as little as 1 day. Customizable and easy to clean. See the before and now the after. Our coatings are 4 times stronger than regular epoxy. They won't chip, crack, or peel. They're impact resistant and UV stable. Now check out these savings. Save 15% on your concrete coating project. Ask about 12 months, same as cash. TSR Nation is growing by the day with satisfied customers throughout Wisconsin, and we want you to be a part of it. As a special bonus, call during this program and receive a free TSR swag pack with your concrete coating project. Call 1-800-886-8411. That's 1-800-886-8411.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Tonight at 5, Governor Evers is giving $75 million to contact tracing. We'll tell you what it is and why it's so important. That's tonight at 5.
Dry and mild weather will continue through Friday. More humidity and temperatures near 80 will bring thunderstorm chances this weekend. My first warn forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, presidential candidate Joe Biden is holding a virtual campaign rally in Milwaukee. We'll hear from him tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Shot of Picnic Point on the UW-Madison campus. Beautiful blue skies and water.
I'd love to be on that boat right there.
On the boat. Yeah, it's a great day for that. Well, the 2021 Oscars could be postponed.
Right now, the 93rd Academy Award show is set for February 28th, but Variety reports sources have told them that could all change in the wake of the pandemic. The Oscars had already created temporary rule changes for the show because of COVID-19. For the first time ever, movies initially made available through a streaming service can compete for Best Picture, but only films with a previously planned theatrical release are eligible. Usually movies have to run in theaters for at least 1 week to be considered for an Oscar. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has yet to make a comment about the award show, so stay tuned.
And that could go virtual.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, if they can do the draft, maybe they can do the Oscars. World War II veteran Captain Tom Moore is getting some royal recognition for his fundraising efforts.
Today, Britain's Queen Elizabeth offered him knighthood. CBS's Ian Lee reports from London.
The year just keeps getting better for Tom Moore. First, he was promoted from captain to colonel, and now he's set to be knighted.
I'm still Tom Moore. Sir Thomas sounds very nice, but inside I haven't changed. Nothing's changed inside.
The humble British World War II veteran stepped onto the world stage with a charity walk around his garden, raising more than $40 million to support healthcare workers in the UK. His original goal was just $1,200.
And it went up and up and up. That was simply... it was unbelievable.
The grateful nation gave him a 100th birthday bash to remember, with a royal salute by 2 vintage World War II fighters, a letter from the Queen, and thousands of birthday cards from around the globe, filling the gymnasium at his grandson's school. Prime Minister Boris Johnson promoted the knighthood, and Queen Elizabeth officially approved it. But there's one thing in particular troubling Sir Tom.
How do I get down on one knee? Because if I get down, I can't get up.
Who knows? Maybe the Queen will offer him a hand.
I doubt it. It's worth a thought, isn't it?
Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
I love him.
He is so remarkable.
100 years old.
Somebody's having a good 2020, and despite receiving his knighthood, it's still unclear when it will actually be bestowed, as both the Queen and Captain Tom are quarantining because they're both vulnerable to COVID-19.
What a great year indeed. Well, it's Coaches versus Cancer, usually a big night of fundraising for the Carbone Cancer Center.
Well, it's taking place tonight in your living room. It's Coaches versus Cancer, the virtual edition. We'll tell you how you can tune in and how you can support this cause when Live at 4 continues.
Grace. Of course, it's been a trusted brand for over 40 years, and now they're starting a brand new service. We have Tasha Robinson here joining us today. So, Age at Home by a Grace is what?
Age at Home by a Grace is a high-quality personal care program that specializes in housekeeping, companion care, running errands, a chore service.
And a Grace really has been compassionate end-of-life services for so long, but Age at Home is very different.
Age at Home is more personal care.
And I'm really excited. I have this fancy Age at Home shirt, so I get to play a caregiver today, and we're going to go see Terry. What are some of the things that we need to help Terry with?
Today we're going to help Terry with a sandwich. He likes to have a sandwich prepared for him so that he can have it later on in the day. We also help remind him to take his medications. So those are the services we will provide for him today.
And you are hiring for those exact caregivers because you have a lot of people who are looking to have this service here in Dane County.
Yes, we are. We're always looking for caregivers. We have part-time hours, a very flexible schedule, and we have awesome clients to work with.
Tasha, who could benefit from a service like Age at Home?
Anyone in the community, anyone who needs personal care services, chore services. If you are just being discharged from the hospital and you need someone to come in and maybe make a bed for you, walk your dog, because we have pet services as well. If you need assistance with errands, we can do that. So anyone that needs help.
How are you at cards? Because I'm pretty competitive.
So am I.
Oh boy, here we go. If you are looking for any personal or companion care, please keep Age at Home by a Grace in mind. I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed in Madison.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And with great deals available, there's never been a better time to buy at your local dealership. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
We're back.
We got Untitled food.
Oh, good. What a treat after a long week and no cleanup.
When you can't dine in, then get it to go and support our restaurants during Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week to Go. 2 weeks of fabulous to-go menus you'll love. Visit MadisonMagazine.com for details and menus. Restaurant Week to Go, presented by Kesnick's. Food service design, equipment, and supplies.
I guess there is still cleanup to do.
Some people are turning to puzzles to pass the time during the pandemic. Get a load of this monster. Heinz Ketchup is selling this challenging puzzle. It's 570 pieces, a nod to the brand's 57 varieties. All the pieces are the same shade of red. You can buy one at HeinzKetchupPuzzle.com for $24.99. In conjunction with the sale, Heinz is donating $10,700 to Feeding America. The anticipated profits from the puzzle.
There's a challenge for you.
My word.
Yeah.
All right, the 13th annual Coaches versus Cancer Wisconsin Gala will take on a different look this year. Coaches versus Cancer is a nationwide collaboration to support the American Cancer Society.
Well, the event is being held virtually this year. The gala will stream live tonight at 7 o'clock, and you can watch it and support it for free. Matt Uselman is the volunteer chair for Coaches versus Cancer Wisconsin. Matt, good to see you.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having us.
us. We appreciate it.
So how is this going to work over your computer screen?
Well, we're excited about the event. Historically, as you know, we've had an in-house gala where we've had a typical dinner. And when we reached this point, we said, you know what, we don't want to postpone it. We don't want to delay it. The need continues. So we decided to go forward with a virtual event. And really what that means is we're going to have fun, we're going to be impactful, and we're going to try and raise some money.
So what are people going to see when they watch tonight?
They're going to see it will be a shorter program than normally. It'll be about 40 minutes long. We're going to have a feature with Jim Lemon, who is a former UW-Madison golfer, a professional golfer, a Madisonian. He's fighting pancreatic cancer, and it's an inspirational story about he and his wife, Kate, who are going to share with us how they struggle day to day and are overcoming the cancer. In addition to that, there's going to be some recognition for Coach Ryan and Kelly Ryan for what they've done for us over the years. And then finally, everyone's going to have an opportunity to bid on 75 fantastic items and experiences, and you can do that online right now.
Oh, that's wonderful. Coach Ryan and his wife Kelly brought this event to Madison, is that right? So they've been there from the beginning.
They did, and really the word on the street is that it was Kelly Ryan who really did all the work and got this thing rolling at the very beginning. I mean, Coach Ryan, obviously with the success with the Badgers, really brought a lot of people together, but it was Kelly's organization and passion for the cause that really connected with people and is what's driving it forward today.
And all this money goes directly to fighting cancer.
It does. It goes towards research. It goes towards supporting families. It goes towards supporting patients. So one of the needs that's happening right now because of the pandemic, Hope Lodges are facilities across the country where families with cancer can go and stay while they're being treated. Obviously, those had to be shut down. But American Cancer Society turned those over to healthcare workers and first responders so that they could have a safe place to stay and not go home to their family. But that costs money. We still need to fund that.
That's a great idea.
Wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, it's more important now than ever to raise money and fight cancer. So tune in tonight. Well, thanks for being with us today.
Matt, great to see you. Have a great event tonight. Hope to see you in person again soon.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.
The Coaches vs. Cancer virtual Wisconsin Gala streams live tonight at 7 o'clock. You can watch it on the Coaches vs. Cancer Wisconsin Facebook page or on the organization's website, coachesversuscancerwisconsin.org.
And we'll get both of those on Channel 3000 for you as well.
Watch and donate lots of money. We'll be right back with the final check of your forecast.
Every day, our doctors and nurses, our cooks, housekeepers, therapists, and every member of your healthcare team give the most of themselves to care for you, to care for our community. These are your champions of health.
Sunroom savings season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Everything from decks and pergolas to screen rooms, porch conversions, patio rooms, sunrooms, and our new life room with retractable screens are on sale now. Let CoolView show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
Get a new view from CoolView.
Only Steinhoffel sells more Tempur-Pedic than anyone else. And right now, get $300 in Steinhoffel's cash with any Tempur-Pedic. We are Wisconsin's #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
against all enemies. That I will commit
to ensuring they are
not forgotten. And I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
And I will enable veterans to live the same life of opportunity
they have provided me. So help me God.
Every day, our doctors and nurses, our cooks, housekeepers, therapists, and every member of your healthcare team give the most of themselves to care for you, to care for our community. These are your champions of health.
Download the Channel 3000 app today. A local nonprofit
that helped them become homeowners. But the COVID-19 crisis is making it tougher to keep up.
We're concerned about our finances. Where's everything going?
News 3 Now's Chris Stanford explores the challenges facing nonprofits and the people they serve. Thursday at 6.
Southern Wisconsin is a vibrant, diverse community with great stories to tell. And I'm excited to be bringing them to you during my favorite time of day, morning.
Join Chris Stanford and the rest of the News 3 Now This Morning team. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
Temperatures for the next 10 days are going to stay above average. We're in for quite a mild stretch. Tomorrow, the sunshine will return yet again. This weekend does look warm and humid. It'll come along with a few chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms, though there will be plenty of periods of dry weather mixed in as well. Just be a good idea to have the weather app on hand. Watch the radar for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday before you get the grill out. Very mild temperatures expected, and then thankfully a few dry days as we head into the following week.
All right, Gina, thank you. Looking good. Tomorrow on Live at 4, as states and communities gradually open up, what's next in the COVID-19 pandemic?
We'll talk with Dr. Zorba Pastor. We will also be taking your calls for him about the coronavirus live. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.